today we're down here with James. Thank you very much for bringing your beautiful Toyota Supra down for us to shoot today. So you've had this car for about, what, 3 months now? About that, yeah. The car prior to this though was an R32 GTR, and I like that you are sort of keeping in with the Japanese feel with your car selections at the moment. Yeah. So this is a 2J twin turbo real deal with the automatic transmission. These are a 4-speed, aren't they? Yeah, it's 4-speed with overdrive. Yeah. So you've got the overdrive. It can push you a bit quicker if you wanted to. If you turn it off, it shortens everything down. Yeah. The second one, bloody hell. It makes such a good sound when it goes, don't it? What sort of power are we running at the moment on this one? We dynoed at 368. 368, so that's after, what, a couple of modifications? Well, the only modification power-wise is just an exhaust system. It's got a Blitz Nurspec R on it with the first cat removed, so it's still running one cat. So it's still got a cat in it, although you've produced, what, 50 brake horsepower more than just by removing part of the exhaust, basically. Well, yeah, I mean, that's the best thing about these Toyotas, is that they don't use airflow meters, they're all done off like a map sensor. Yeah. So Toyota muzzled it to get to the 280 horsepower with the exhaust systems. So you just let it have a freer flowing exhaust and make power that way. So just by taking a part out of the car, basically, you'll be able to produce so much more brake horsepower. I think that's the most defining thing to start on, is these cars have the biggest following going because of what they are, because of what they're able to do. Just by you taking a part of the exhaust out and able to, you know, take other little bits and bobs out of the car, it produces so much brake horsepower from basically not opening the engine up. You don't have to take the turbos apart, you don't have to really do anything, you know, to the engine, but you're able to produce, you know, nigh on 400 brake horsepower if you want to, just by up in the boost. Up in the boost, yeah, which is insane. You were saying that these can happily run, you know, upwards in the 6s. So to get that, you'll need more boost. So yeah, I mean, that's just swapping out, but the engine itself. Oh yeah, but the engine itself is able to actually cope with that abuse, which is insane. Yeah, the blocks on these are incredibly strong. They're a cast iron block. They're forged crank, forged conrods. So it's forged from standard, if that makes sense. Almost, so the pistons aren't, but they are good for, you know, for nearly 700 horsepower or so. Is that something you're going to delve into, or is it? No, are you quite happy with, because this car has actually got what, 65,000 miles on it, I think. Yes. Yeah. 106,000 kilometers. So that's like a unicorn in its own, really. The fact that you've got such a really low mileage Supra is actually insane. Full service history as well. You've got everything from Japan that should be with the car. Yeah, every single shaken, and then all the UK history as well. That is like unheard of, isn't it, really? When I picked up the car, it'd only done 1,500 miles in this country. Really? So it's barely been used, really. I don't think it's ever seen a wet road in its life. Bodywork wise, what's the front bumper? It's a Bomex front bumper. And you're a bit on the fence about it, I suppose. Yeah, it came with the car. Yeah, I didn't like it when I got it. It's grown on me. It's actually the same bumper if you're a Fast and Furious fan as on the orange Supra. Ah, there we go then. So it's got to stay there now. Well, I don't know about that. Yeah. I have bought a standard front bumper to put back on it. It's in the process of getting painted at the moment, so it will be on in the next couple of months, hopefully. I've got to admit, keeping this car as not standard, but as lightly modified. Yeah, lightly modified as you can is probably one of the best ideas you could have, you know, with your ownership of this car. It's getting to that point where a standard or nearly standard Supra is such a hard thing to find that's the ones people are interested in. Suspension wise, what are you running on this at the moment? So they're Tane Monoflex coilovers. I think they were in it. They were put on it while it was in Japan, so I think they're the Japanese equivalent of the Super Street coilovers. Most of the mods have actually been done in Japan on this car as well. It hasn't actually been tinkered with in this country, so you know, most of what you see and what you see underneath, and you know, the mods that have been put on it are all, you know, official Japanese. With, you know, you've got the certificates for the exhaust. Yeah, I've got the receipts and certificates from everything that was done to it in Japan, which is great. Which is actually insane. Yeah. It's got so much history behind it that you know, these are appreciating an asset like mad at the moment, in my opinion. So to get one with that mileage, with the amount of history that I've seen in this car, is like unheard of at the moment. So you you buying this is a bloody good idea. Do you know what I mean?
I'm not buying to sell it though.
No. You're not buying to sell, not at all. I don't think people that are buying these at the moment are wanting, you know, to sell on at any point. It's just so nice that the iconic classic shapes of, you know, this and the R34 and stuff are really shooting up in price. But that's what they deserve, in my opinion. That's what, you know, will weed out the people that just want a Supra. Do you know what I mean? Oh, we're in drive at the moment. We've got the traction control off. By the sounds of it, same sort of setup as the Aristo. I mean, I obviously have owned a 2J twin turbo car, you know, being the Aristo, but just by driving this, it's so much lighter on its feet. Obviously, the Aristo being a big 4-door, you notice the power, but you notice the girth of the car. Whereas this is obviously the original 2J car, so you can get the idea of the setup once you drive one. And these were the best brakes you could get on the market, or the fastest stopping ones you could get.
At the time, when they came out in '93, these brakes set a records in magazine tests that wasn't broken until 2001 by the Porsche 911.
So this held the record as the best brakes
for a long time.
Good testament to how good the Supra, the Mark IV, actually is as a car.
Porsche was their main sort of competitor. That was what they were trying to, the owners were trying to get them to the market they were heading for, wasn't it?
Do you know, it's funny you say that, because I don't think any Porsche owner would ever buy one of these and then vice versa. But this has made its own footprint in history as being one of the iconic best cars you could ever buy. Especially when you see one coming down the road, it's like, oh my god, there's a Supra, that's so cool. Yeah, that's it. And that second turbo comes in, like you're on boost, and then a second one comes in. It's
feel
like,
it more, don't you?
It's so good. It's like a crossover of, oh my god, we've got more power. It's such a good feeling. That's the second one. The handling though is just on point on these, and it's sort of built to handle. That second turbo is like, when, like, especially what we first second gear then, it was like, whoa, like that. You're like, bloody hell, it's really going. I love that it's so, especially the automatic box is so next gear. It's really, really fast. And don't get me wrong, a lot of people are like, oh, it's an auto. Well, it's changing gear a damn sight faster than.
Well, that's the thing.
You know, I could change gear in this. Do you know what I mean?
The manual boxes hold more power. They hold 1,000 horsepower. These ones will hold up to about 700 or so. But if you had two 500 horsepower cars, one manual, one auto.
The auto
is quicker.
Destroy it.
Because the gears are longer, so you stay in the power for a lot more, and it shifts faster than you can.
And the auto box, especially a 6-speed, $6,000 these are these days. So
you have to add $6,000 onto the price tag of your car. These are not a bargain, but they're
going
priced.
up anyway. They're better priced than you know, a manual one that's slower to change gear. But I know the purists would want the manual. Don't get me wrong, and we know the internet would rather a manual and blah blah blah. But I'm an automatic fan anyway, and just by boosting it down there, you can sense that was built not as just a random automatic box. It's built to be, you know,
it's not your 90s slush box.
No, definitely not.